Dad's, in a lot of ways, is the best friend I've ever had, no doubt about that. I'll never forget, I was a little bitty boy. When I was a kid, I had severe allergies. And he probably hurt my feelings worse than anybody ever has, regardless of any political campaign I've been in. I wanted to go home. I was a little bitty boy. And I'll never forget, he turned around, he said, "Boy, you'll never be a farmer." And I think he probably doesn't remember that, but he ought to live to regret it, because that challenged me in a lot of ways. And I would say that he would probably tell you I'm still not much of one. That caused me to do a lot of what I do. I have never forgotten that. Sixth generation McNairy County farmer, seventh generation Tennessean, and ever since I was a little bitty boy, starting out with my daddy and granddaddy riding behind the seat of the tractor, I've been farming. I just loved it more than anything. I just have so many fond memories of daddy and granddaddy, and some of those days were pretty challenging, and we didn't have the best of equipment, didn't have the best of days, but we had a lot of fun. And I learned a lot from those fellows. Just a lot of fun memories, and I wouldn't take anything for it. It is rewarding when you take a piece of ground and you begin to employ conservation measures on it. You start to put cover crops in the fall. You pay close attention to your seed selection, your herbicide use, and you start seeing improvements in the value of the soil. All of us, our goal in life is to leave things better than we found it. You can do that farming. You can truly leave it better than you found it. Statistics will tell us that in counties such as McNairy County, fewer than 2% of the people actually earn a living with anything directly impacted by agriculture. But agriculture and forestry is the largest industry in the state of Tennessee. I mean, it far exceeds even tourism. It's in excess of $80 billion a year economic impact in this state. And the more rural the community is, the more impactful that agriculture is. So even if it's not the farmer that you're thinking about, even if it's not the parts house owner, the input supplier, think about the land that is out there and the rental income, the leasing it or renting it out to a local farmer. So it is a huge impact in our rural communities. When you really get down to it, it's all about 6 inches of dirt and whether it rains or not. I mean, there are higher powers in play than all the things that we can possibly do to succeed as a farmer. And it takes family to support you. It takes faith in the future and faith in what you're doing. And I would encourage young people to take a close look at where we are and the opportunities. They don't have to be a farmer. I mean, there are so many opportunities that someone can be a producer on a small scale, but still be providing a meaningful source of food to a growing population. You know, next to our people, our land is our greatest asset in our rural communities, and we just have to keep figuring out ways how to best utilize that, take care of it, make sure it's there for the next generation. We have to be fed, we have to be sheltered, and we have to be clothed. And farmers do that.